Gather now, we all together at Bemidji Community Theater's production of Dragonsong at the historic Chief Theater on Friday, March 31st and Saturday, April 1st, 7th, and 8th at 7:30 p.m. and Sunday matinees on April 2nd and 9th at 2 p.m. Tickets are $12 for adults and $6 for children. On sale at Iverson Corner Drug and Ken K. Thompson Jewelry in the theater box office 1 hour before showtime.
Johnson, and I am the director and the designer of Dragonsong. Thank you again. And we have a special guest with us tonight. Carl Warnke is sitting right over there with his lovely wife and her mother and father. Carl is the creator and maker of the fire lizards, who you will see in Act 2. So welcome, Carl and family. There is a lie in the program, and it's my mistake. We are not taking an intermission after Act 2. You know, programs have to go to the printer long before you ever really know what's happening in a show. So we didn't realize that Act 2 only took 15 minutes. So you would have just gotten in here and then had to leave again. So we are taking an intermission after Act 1, and then Act 2s and 3 will run together. If you need to go out and use the facilities, please go ahead and do that, but it's my fault. I have to say thank you to Region 2. So if you pay taxes in the state of Minnesota, you helped pay for part of this production because we got a grant from them. And I also have to say welcome on behalf of the Paul Bunyan Playhouse, who owns the Chief Theater, and Bemidji Community Theater, who has a home here in what is called the off-season from September through May. I also need to explain a little bit about our Play It Forward. You have a handout in your program that talks a little bit about it, but that's what we're running our boutique during this show. In conjunction with our children's show, we always do a Play It Forward, especially for the children to learn that they are part of a community and that you should pay back your community for supporting you. And so that's what this is all about. And the profits from our Dragon Boutique, as they call it, this year will go to Evergreen Youth and Family Services. Thank you. And one of the special products of that is this little coloring book. Here it is. And it is made up of drawings from cast members and their friends, who we then collected in a book, and Arrow Printing did the publishing of it for free. So if you'd like to take a look at that, we have some copies in the book here. We also have some members of Gallery North, some artists from Elf Gallery North, who donated works of art that we are having a silent auction for. So those items are also on the counter in the lobby, and that auction will end at the last day of the performance, which will be a week from Sunday. So we just need your name and phone number and your bid. And if you would like to come back and up that bid later because you really want something out there, because they are one of a kind, then please do so. And that brings me to our project next year, and I'm announcing it this year because it's going to take us some time to do. As part of the Play It Forward next year, our goal is to put a book into the hand of every child who attends the production, and next year's production is The Elves and the Shoemaker. That means we will need 3,000 books. So we would like our community to start looking through all of those books that you have. We will take old and good condition books, or new books, or just cash so we can buy books ourselves. But whatever you would like, we would certainly like you to help us with that, because we think it's so important that children read. And today in electronics, a lot of times they don't even get to feel, much less smell, a book. And so we want to give them a book at next year's children's show. Thank you. I see they're getting antsy with me. They're all lined up there, and usually what happens when that happens, I just kind of take a step down and I go, okay, and I get real folksy here, because you know it's my time and I don't get to talk a lot, so. Anyhow, so I do need to tell you to turn off all your cell phones, pagers, electronic equipment, and anything else. The cast will be entering and exiting through the aisles before the show, after the first act, and after intermission. Anyone who wants to become involved in community theater, that's what it is. It's all about community. So we have 35 people in this cast. About 25 of them are children, and for many of them this is their very first play. So if you are interested in being part of theater, we have a place where I can use you. I guarantee it that you have the skill that I might need. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Dragonsong. Thank you.
On the coast of Bern. Our planet is divided into several areas, each with a special purpose. Here, the emphasis is on fishing. But we also have a hole that mines precious jewels and stones, and one that deals with leather goods. Thus, everyone on Bern has a job. Usually, everything functions as it should. But our beautiful planet orbits a giant red sun, which both supports and threatens us. You see, periodically, the sun sends deadly spores raining down on us, which we call thread. It destroys everything in its path. The only weapon capable of destroying thread is dragon fire. So, the people of Pern have developed a special relationship with the dragons, who have the ability to teleport themselves and their riders to wherever they are needed. The harper teaches every child the danger of thread, their duty to the dragons, and to the bravery of those chosen to be dragon riders. Sadly, this Seahold has just lost its harper, my old friend Pederon. I had heard he had an apprentice, but I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Come, join in the everyday activities here on this pleasant fishing village on the coast of Fern.
fisherman? Who taught you your business? You're off balance! Get over! No, man. Not there. Over there. Come on, pay attention.
So
biting after 3 days of storm. Get that net mended and back in place. Fish don't wait for lazy fisher folk to catch them. Well, Emmy, the sloop Fire Queen is coming. I'm about a half an hour out. Get that unloading crew over to the far dock in 20 minutes. Make sure they have plenty of salt.
Yes, sir.
Melanie, what are you doing with old Petteron's guitar? Did you think you could have it now? Give it to me. I'll put it away safe for the Harper Hall.
I was just practicing.
For what? You've already sung the funeral song.
I still have to keep practicing.
You're moping, that's what you're doing. Ever since the old Harper died, you've been mooning about, feeling sorry for yourself.
I miss him. He let me play his guitar,
Well, not anymore.
and he liked my music.
Now you listen to me. I let you play the one time in honor of old Petteron, since there was no one else who could do it. But don't be getting the idea you're needed to do Harper's tasks. We'll soon have a new Harper to sing and play and to teach the children. Understood? Okay. There's a dragon rider coming. I have to prepare.
Didn't I do well?
Well enough for a girl.
Sir, is there really a dragon rider coming?
Yes, there's a dragon and dragon rider coming, but that's no reason for anyone to neglect his work. You children will all be needed to help gut and pack fish as soon as the Fire Queen is unloaded.
Will we ever get to see a dragon?
I suppose so, if he comes soon enough, though you ought to be at your lessons. I intend to talk to that dragon man about sending a new Harper right away. What he'll think of you idle children, I don't know. Children should be at their lessons.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Oh,
Yes, sir.
yeah, study, huh?
Yes, sir.
Lessons.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
I've never seen a dragon before. Up close.
Neither have I.
I've seen one once far away in the sky fighting thread. Fighting thread? What were you doing out in the cavern? Weren't you afraid the thread would kill you?
Of course not. I'm not afraid of thread.
I like to think about thread. It scares me.
Anyways, it was a very long time ago. Then they closed the cavern gates and told me to get inside before the thread could come in. The sea holder gave me extra work duties for a week.
The men are ready, sir. I've taken extra salt from the far cavern this time.
Good job. Keep it up.
Literally, how will we know when the dragon rider's coming?
We won't. He'll just appear in the sky. Dragons can go anywhere in a wink of an eye. They disappear from one place and just a heartbeat later reappear someplace else, even if it's hundreds of miles away.
Why is he coming here? Dragon Riders never come to a little fishing village like this.
You children ask too many questions. Why he comes is his and my concern, and it's none of your business.
Since Half Circle Seahold supplies all the fish to Benton Weir, perhaps he's coming to see about that.
Dragon men are the most important people on the whole planet. Imagine white thread spores drifting down, ready to burn and burrow. Then suddenly, a dragon pops into the sky, spouting flame, burning away the thread.
We don't die if it's my thread for us. What do we, Melanie? The whole planet of Birdwood die.
I'd like to be a dragon rider.
What dragon would ever choose you? You're just a whole boy, and all you know to do is catch fish. What dragon would ever be interested in you?
Whole boys can't be dragon riders, can they?
You have to live in Benton Weir to be a dragon rider, don't you?
That's right. Dragon riders are boys who grow up in the weirs and know their proper business.
In a while, the dragon men look for other boys.
No one has ever looked here, and no one will. It's not likely that a dragon would choose one of our lads. Just as well, I say.
No one knows exactly why a dragon chooses a certain boy, Turtle. One might pick you.
No dragon would ever pick Tyrrell. My father says you have to be special to impress him. And how would he get to Benton Weir? He can't sail, and he'd be too scared to ride between on a dragon.
I wouldn't.
Anyway, you're not old enough.
I
Stop bothering about it. No sea-hole boy will ever be a dragon rider, and that's that.
If you can't have a dragon, maybe you can find a fire lizard, or like small dragons.
I've been looking for years. There aren't any. No one's ever seen a fire lizard before.
That's an old auntie's tale. My father says that fire lizards have some dreams.
There are no such things. It's just a story.
Just because no one has ever seen or caught one doesn't mean there aren't any.
Well, I think there are. Me too.
Well, if there are, then I'll catch one.
Me too! There aren't any such thing. Come on, let's go play again.
Meddling. It's time you stopped playing these childish games, filling the children's head with nonsense and frivolity.
I was only practicing my music.
And that's another thing. Fooling around with your music always when there are chores to be done. It's time you gave up these childish ideas of yours and settled yourself.
Mother, I could never give up my music. I love it.
Well, one of these days you'll have to. Adults can't go around making up tunes all the time. You're getting too old to be playing with the children.
I've only been with them because there's no one else. Since Pedron died.
No. I know you're grieving for the old Harper. And I will say, you were very good for him, caring for him. And I won't say he was wasting his time teaching you so much music, because it did give him so much joy. But he's dead now, and it's time you stopped brooding and got set to tasks more fitting.
When the new harper comes, there'll be new songs for me to learn.
When the new harper comes, you'll not think to be playing. Girls can't be harpers.
Why not?
Who listen to a silly girl? Harpers teach the children their ballads and instruct everyone on Prince's customs and rules. Leave it to the men and don't think to be playing. Why, you'd be the disgrace of our Seahold, and I'm ashamed of you for even thinking of it. Now, go and help in the kitchen. There's a dragon rider coming and a feast to prepare.
How do you do? Is this half-circle Seahold?
Yes.
I'm Dragonsong. This is my dragon, Monarch. Monarch, bend down, say hello. Don't be afraid, he's quite friendly.
Can you really talk to him?
I hear him in my head, like a thought. He likes people to scratch above his eyelids.
How do you do, Monarch?
He asked me to convey his greetings.
You're very honored by your visit, Monarch.
Yes, he likes that.
Now, children, away with you. I do not tolerate idleness. You should be at your lessons. What will the dragon rider think of a Seahold with lazy children? Greetings, bronze rider. I am Giannis, half-circle Seaholder.
Old Giannis, Bend and Weir joins you in the morning with Harper Pedron.
He was a good man. Good harper who knew his duty to hold and weir. We miss him.
I'm sure you do.
Oh, the children miss him. They run wild as herd beasts and lose their habits of study and discipline. Can you not inform the Harper's Hall how badly we need a new harper?
That is one of my reasons for coming, Old Giannis. It will be several months before a new harper can arrive. Though Master Harper Robinson has started instructing a journeyman for the particular needs of half-circle.
No, has he? That's good of Master Robinson. We're a small hold.
But an important one, Old Giannis. And you'll have a proper harper as soon as he's ready for you.
Well, knowing man, Master Harper Robinson, a fine man.
He has also asked me to find out if I could about a young lad here, an apprentice to your old harper. Pedron wrote about the boy and sent some of the songs the boy had written. They're very good, being sung all over Pern. You see, the harpers are most anxious to find the boy and get him back to Harper Hall.
Well, I know of no such boy. He must be from another hole.
There was someone Harper Petteron was teaching.
Well, perhaps it was one of those lads from Tillicold. They went home several weeks ago.
Perhaps. I'll check. I'm also on search, Holder Giannis, for their eggs hardening in Ben and Weir. And all dragon riders are looking for likely lads to impress the new clutch. I hope you won't object.
Certainly not, but, well, you'll find no lads here. We're all hard-working fishermen with our minds on our work, and not on foolish dreams. We keep the good ways of Pern here. Well, come. Will you take some refreshment with us?
I would be honored.
Tyrol, escort our guests to the hall. I will join you there. Will monarchs stay comfortable up there? Being a sea hold, we only have a few beasts, but if your dragon is hungry...
No, thank you. He just ate 2 days ago. How do you do, Tyrol?
Very well. Thank you, sir. It's an honor to meet you.
The honor is mine. Are you a fisherman too?
We're all fishermen here, sir.
He says we'll have no new harper for months. Something will have to be done.
Indeed it will. The children need their lessons. Now, I don't like the notion, but it is true that Meneley knows all the sagas and ballads were perfect.
Woman, it would be a disgrace on us to set an inexperienced girl to do Harper's task. She's too young for the responsibility.
She does know all the...
Why, before we know it, she'd have them singing her own songs with no real harper to keep her, right? Well, can't that lad of Thorland's take over?
He's far too callous-handed to be playing anymore, and you need him with the fishing fleet. It will have to be Meneley.
Yeah, very well. But make sure those children don't talk about it. I suppose if no one ever knows that a girl taught them, it will be all right.
A glowing dragon bursts into the sky. Soars down to meet the ground. His fascinating color-catching eye. To whirl and glance around, delicate, fragile-looking wings to fly him far and free. He bends his head, and my heart sings. Can he be looking at me? Can he be looking at me? A glowing dragon bursts into the sky, soars down to meet the ground. His fascinating color-catching eye to whirl and glance around. Delicate, fragile-looking wings to fly him far and free. He bends his head.
There you are. Tuning again? Whenever I find you sneaking off, dodging work, you're making up songs. Why couldn't you save the feast like a proper girl?
I'm sorry, Mother, but I just have to write a song when something is as wonderful as a real dragon coming to visit.
Songs are very important things on Earth. They're used to teach the children. You can't just go around making up whatever you like. What if the children believe it?
But I'm only writing what's true. I did see a dragon, and he was wonderful to me.
And who are you to tell everyone else what to think? Leave it to the Harkers, whose job it is. Why, before long, you'd be making up nonsense about fire lizards or something. And the children will actually believe there are such things.
Well, there could be.
Meddling. That's enough. It is an insult to our beautiful dragons. They are magnificent thieves who keep the falling thread from burning our homes and killing us all. What use would a little fire lizard be? You will not speak of such things when you are teaching. Fire lizards.
What do you mean when I'm teaching?
Never mind. Giannis wants to speak with you. Listen to him carefully and do it right. This is a great responsibility, and you'll have to work hard to do it well. Giannis!
Tomorrow, you will be excused from your regular morning duties to take the youngsters for their teaching. But I'll have no more of those made-up songs of yours.
I sang my songs when Pedron was alive, and you never mind.
Pedron was alive. He's dead now, and you will obey me in this. You keep in mind what I've said. No tuning.
Yes, Giannis.
Start tomorrow, then. Unless, of course, there's threadfall. Then everyone will bait long lines.
Don't disobey him, girl.
There's no harm in my tunes, Mother. You know what Pedron said.
I'll remind you that the old man is dead. And that changes everything that went on during his life. Behave yourself while you stand in a man's place. No tuning. Now, off to bed. And mind you turn the glow baskets. No sense wasting light, no I needs.
We don't change the old ballads. They're our teaching songs. Instead, the Harper Hall writes new songs for us. Oh, or sometimes they add a new verse to a song. The second verse of that dragon song is a newer verse than the others. We'll sing it again and listen for the differences. Oh, dragon bursts into the sky, soars down to feed the ground, fascinating color catching eyes, to roll and strange the dragon brave. Dragon rattle, warriors to fly.
Emily! How dare you! Give me that! You deserve what you got. I told you not to disobey me.
I didn't mean to.
I said you were not to sing your own tunes ever again, and I meant it.
I didn't mean to. You've hurt my hand.
You are finished with this teaching. You are finished with the music. You will not sing and play anymore. You have behaved disgracefully and irresponsibly. If the Harper Hall were to find out that a reckless girl has been set to teaching the children and has been taking liberties with the traditions, we would all be disgraced. Therefore, none of you will say anything about it. Children, a large catch has come in. You're needed to help with the cleaning today. Until a new harper comes to teach you, you will have regular duties to perform. Now get to the docks.
I didn't mean to sing any of my songs, Father. You've hurt my hand.
Enough of your hand. You deserved it. High time you quit your irresponsible ways and took up tasks suitable for a woman. There's a catch to be gutted.
My hand.
Here, wrap your hand in this. Go gather spider claws. The beaches swarm with them. It's a task you can do one-handed. And don't return till you've a sackful.
angry, and in pain, but determined to make her own way. She has lost her dear friend and mentor, Pederon. Worse, she has lost her music. And her parents cannot seem to understand that music is like the air she breathes, vital to who she is. But life on Pern is difficult for a young woman, someone alone with few skills, and with no shelter from thread.
I'll never go back again. I can't live without music. If I can never play again, I'll run away. How will I live? Where will I live? It's dangerous. And there's thread. There's one. People can't just run away and live holeless. They have to have protection from thread. What will I eat? But living here, I could play all the music I wanted to. Make up all the tunes that come into my head. There's no one to hear and no one to stop me. Even the boys from the hold never come this far along the coast. Either walking or sailing. I'd be free. I could eat all the spider claws I catch. It would be lonely. I've always been lonely. Only Pederon understood. What's that? A bird? Too small for a weary bird. It's gold. It flies like a dragon, but it's far too small for that. A fire lizard! A real fire lizard! They're not sundreams! Come back. Where are you? Oh, a cave. What's this? Eggs. It's a hatching. A fire lizard egg hatching. I've egg-faring fire lizards are real. You darlings. it's you. Good morning. Good morning to you too, my fine fellow. I'm so glad to see you. I thought you'd gone away like all wild creatures. What does wild mean? It means you don't stay with people. You're my lizards? I don't understand. You stay only with me? Oh, impress them. Just like dragons. You're hungry, are you? You're all hungry? I don't have anything, so I'll have to go find something to eat. And you're hungry, little queen? You are a beauty. Beauty, that's what I'll call you. You want to know your names? You don't know them already? All right, listen, we'll find your names. You'll have to help, though. You are beauty because you're beautiful, but don't be vain. You mustn't breathe. Show the others proper manners. You're their leader, golden queen. I am beauty because I'm beautiful. I won't be vain. I'll never breathe. I'll show the others proper manners. I'm your beauty, golden holding each other just like aunties, auntie one and auntie two. Green lizards to scold for little Uncle Tiny One, the only blue.
We must go for that is what we do. Auntie one and auntie two. Specifically talented, yes it is true. For showing me the only
You, my brown one, will be mimic. What others do, you must do too. Though you imitate with great perfection, never forget what's truly you.
I am mimic, delightful imitator, what others do, I must do too. Though I imitate all those around me, to myself I must stay true.
Lazy bones, I think we'll call you. Rest and sleep is all you do.
I don't see why I must hurry. Tiring it is to watch you scurry.
Brownie, brownie, friend to all. With your friendship none will fall. True as the tide and sure as the day, you will harbor many to your way.
Promise without fail, I'll be the gentle breeze in your sail. I'll keep you singing, joyful may you be, all of us together in
Harmony. You look out there for rock mites. Feel like rock mites. And you look out there and see if there are any fingertails in the surf. Decide for them. That's it. Is it good? The best name for you is Rocky, chasing rock mites here and there, bounding over seawall, jagged rock skull, win the race, food for all.
Rocky, yes, my name shall be. Rocks and sea, all my dearest things to see. Silly rock mites run away from me. I will catch them so deliciously.
Diver, you're diver, always lively as the sparkling sea, misty, frolicking, darting in the spray. Sea strong diver,
To think that Meneley imprinted 9 fire lizards, and most of my friends count themselves lucky to find 1. And how terrifying it must have been, trying to flee certain death from thread, being hauled up on a dragon, and the emptiness of in-between. Well, dragons fly home. So Meneley will have to find out what life is like in a dragon mirror. A whole new world for her. Now her fate, as well as the future of her fire lizards, depends a great deal on the kindness of others.
And I brought in a likely lad for the dragon hatching. When's it likely to be?
Almost any time now. The eggs are quite hard and ready to hatch.
I hope we won't be late. I'm off to the Harper Hall. They want Master Robinson here for the dragon hatching and other things. How is the boy?
Which boy is that?
That lad I found running away from Threadfall. My monarch spotted him running down the beach. Thank goodness for far-sighted dragons.
That wasn't a lad, that was a girl.
A girl? Running like that? She's fast.
Ran her shoes right off her feet. We bandaged her up and put her to bed. She's doing nicely now, I think. It was a close thing missing thread like that.
Well, she's a girl. I'm glad she's all right.
Thanks to you and Monarch. She's waking. Monara, I'll come right away. Thank you for your help.
I'm off then.
Well, young lady, how do you feel?
All right. My feet hurt. What happened?
You tried to outrun Fred and ran your shoes right off your feet. You'll have to stay off of them for a while. Where are you from?
I don't have a hole. I live in a cave.
In a cave?
Along the shore.
Not alone.
Yes.
Everyone has a hole during threadfall. Where are your parents?
I don't have any.
I see. Well, we won't press the issue. You may stay here independent until you can walk again. Miriam will be your healer. The bandages need changing now, Miriam. Goodness! Whatever did you do to your hands?
It's nothing. I fell on it.
Let me see. Well, I never saw a fall that produced welts. It feels as if a small bone were broken. Just in here. It seems to be joining nicely now. You were lucky. Hands. That will soon work out when the break is healed. I can't stop long right now, but I'll check back in you when I have time. Don't be long changing those bandages, Miriam. With the hatching due started, who knows how many arriving for the feast? We need all the help we can give in the kitchens.
Sometimes I don't know how Lenore makes time stretch for so many jobs, especially now with the hatching and nursing riders injured from the threadfall, and you being brought in, all footsore. Now, what's the matter with my fire lizards?
Fire lizards! Only lizards!
Good shells and shards. The cavern is alive with fire lizards.
I'm going to try and find them. They may be hurt.
Oh, don't try to get up. I have to change your bandages. There. It's better if you don't have to see what's going on.
But I have to get back and see if they're hurt.
Did you think fire lizards were nothing but sunbeams too? Well, they're not. I have 3 all my own.
You do?
Yes. You can meet them later on if you like. You're lucky there isn't any infection, with half the sands in there invading your feet.
Infection?
Yes. Can you use your hand? You'd better keep it rested until it heals a little more. Then keep it exercised. Good shards and shells, but there's a lot of noise. Someone better take control of their bullets.
Auntie! Timer! Auntie! Uncle, you followed me between! I'm a brave, clever, courageous, and marvelous darling. Be careful, you can't all sit on me. Behave yourselves. Whatever will Miriam think of such manners?
Finally, are they all yours? Yes, I can see all 9 are. And me bragging about impressing 3.
What's in here? Well, for a lost hold astray, you have unexpected riches, young woman. 9 fire lizards beholden to you, while this weir spends all its time looking for sparing or food. Now don't lose some trouble, child. You didn't mean to overdo an impression. Do keep control of them, though. We have enough commotion today of all days. Come along now, Miriam, you're needed. Tijellen will be along for you soon, Melanie.
Will I ever do anything right? Why am I always doing the wrong things? Surely music and wanting to sing and make tunes can't be wrong. Harper Parent wouldn't have let me. He seemed to like our songs. And you do too, don't you? Unexpected riches. That's what Lenora said you were. And so you are, you dear things. If you and music are so wrong, I'll get back to our caves and haunt Durham in private. Now go enjoy yourselves a place in the sun, and behave. Keep out of everyone's way. My sweet fire lizards.
That's lovely, child. What is it?
Nothing. I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
It's lovely, you silly child. I didn't know they'd written a song about fire lizards. Do sing it again.
I mustn't.
As you wish. I came to see if you're awake. And if you are, you drop this. If you are, and you are, you, Menely, of the 9 fire lizards, are going to attend your first dragon hatching. good place for you men. Stay right here and don't try to walk. I'll come back for you.
Thank you. I don't think I can walk. Oh, look.
Those children are the candidates for impressing dragons.
Why, that boy looks like Tyrrell.
He is Tyrrell. How do you know it? He comes from Half-Circle Seahold, down on the southern part of the Narrow Peninsula. Not far from where I found you.
Oh, Tyrrell is actually at an impression. You wanted the chance so much. How did it happen?
My monarchs thought him a likely lad. Though I wouldn't have thought to find anyone suitable in Half-Circle. Old the Honest didn't like to give him up, though he knows his doing to his weird. I'm sure he thought Tyrrell wouldn't be able to impress a dragon. We've sent that to meet Stephen's life.
But surely a dragon will know what a fine boy Tyrrell is. Surely a dragon will choose him.
No one wins a wager against a dragon's choice. The hatchlings do the choosing. They know just as they know their own names. Watch and see. Be Tyrrell, Half-Circle Seahold, but Tyrrell, Dragon Rider of Bend and Weir.
Walking surface for a girl with bandaged feet.
You could just mention me to him when you see him.
I don't believe I know you. You're not one of Felina's fosterlings, are you? She's forever acquiring a new one.
No, sir, I'm Meneley.
Ah, yes, Meneley. So you're the girl who tried to outrun Thread, and the one who tamed the 9 carelesses. Well, young lady, it seems that you've excited more talk than the impression. There isn't anyone here, excluding the newest dragon riders, that wouldn't give a spare arm for a fire lizard, much less 9 of them.
Really, sir, I didn't mean to impress 9.
I'm sure you didn't.
They're so hungry when they hatch, you see. And I have a sack of spider claws. I didn't know feeding them was how you impressed them. And 9 is greedy, isn't it? I'm glad to share.
But fortunately you can't, once impression is made. Come, girl, I'm teasing you. I didn't mean to distress you at all. Why, nobody wants to take them away. We're proud of you. Not many people could have managed to take care of 9 the way you have. Fire lizards, they take a lot of time. You're proof that one does not have to be weir-bred to impress fire lizards or train them. Yours were the only ones not to misbehave when the hatching started, which means that you have taught them how to obey properly. Can you teach this method to others?
Me? Teach others how to manage fire lizards?
Sure. Why not? Now let's see here. You have 3 browns, I think. 2 bronzes.
Yes, sir. And 2 greens and a blue and a gold queen.
I'm rather partial to browns, you know. Though I wouldn't actually object to a bronze. Of course, the greens are such delicate darlings. Not saying I would object to a blue, however.
Do you have lizards too?
No, not yet. Not enough have been found, though I am to have an egg soon, I hear.
Don't you want a queen?
Now that would be greedy of me now, wouldn't it? Here, you still need transport across the sands. We can't miss our food. You're a long child, but there's no meat on your bones. So anything special I need to know to train them?
No, sir, I don't think so. Just feed them and keep them oiled, and then sing with mine so they're going to sing.
Really? Now that is something I did not know they could do. They sing, do they?
Yes, sir. Mine do.
You know, I would like to hear that. Perhaps later.
No, I couldn't sing here. Not at all proper for me to sing in Bend and Weir.
Really, young Menely? You have a very odd idea about what is proper in Bend and Weir. Now, come on. We must head back.
She knew his name, I tell you. The girl I thought was a boy.
We ought to tell Master Robinson. There's Melanie now. Jelly, did you leave that poor girl alone on the hatching ground?
Oh, no.
Yes, she is. Safe and sound.
I'm sorry, Melanie, but I see you well taken care of.
Yes, thank you very much.
Come here, give Melanie some of that feast.
Gerald tells me there was a girl at his home. A good singer who had pipes and a guitar. She disappeared soon after my first visit. Wouldn't say why. But Melanie knew his name today. She was singing a song about fire lizards.
She would tell me where she was from. I bet it's half circle.
She must be the one.
A girl with 9 singing fire lizards.
Singing lizards?
Looks like you found your lost apprentice.
Why didn't the old harper tell me we were looking for a girl? So much time would have been saved. Though she won't sing here. Did you know, Minora, that one is not allowed to sing in Bend and Weir?
Not sing in Bend and Weir. She said that. Oh, that poor child. I thought she was afraid. With that hand injury.
Her hand injured? Old Peterin said that his apprentice could play beautifully.
She'll play again. But she was injured deliberately.
So that's why she's afraid.
I bet old Giannis had something to do with it.
Giannis is a traditionalist.
And tradition doesn't allow girls to be harpers.
He's made the girl afraid to sing.
And it's so wrong for a girl to want to make music.
Show her she's wrong, won't we?
Master Harper, you're scheming again.
Me? My good Minora? Oh, how you misjudge me.
How goes your fine Gaelic, Tyrrell?
Oh, sir, he's all stuffed with food and sleeping. So the Weir leader has sent us boys to eat too. Most of the boys have parents here.
Yours didn't come.
Well, sir, fish are running and seamen have to fish.
Well, you missed the fishing, lad.
Oh, no, sir. Now that Galeth. Oh, sir, if you wouldn't have found me at Half Circle, I would have never found Galeth.
Nor he you. See you well met.
Natalie! Everyone thought you were dead.
Oh, I'm so glad you're alive. Me too. I saw you impress Gabe Turtles. Now I must call you Turtle, mustn't I? Now that you're a real dragon rider.
Imagine me, a real dragon rider, bursting into the sky, fighting Thread.
And a bronze rider at that. I'm so proud and happy for you. I never dreamed we'd meet here in Benton Weir.
I wasn't afraid to ride a dragon here either. Not very much, but how did you get here? What happened to you?
I ran away. I just couldn't stay in Half Circle any longer. And please, Geralt, don't tell anyone I'm from Half Circle Seahold. I won't be sent back there ever.
What will you do?
I don't know.
Your fire lizards are freely and chirping. Are they hungry?
Fire lizards? You have fire lizards?
Yes, 9 of them.
You made some impression.
Would they come to me?
Beauty might. Come here, Beauty, and say hello.
I think it's time that we all sing a song to celebrate the hatching. I'll sing if you all join in.
Everyone going to sing?
Oh, yes.
Lenore, I can't sing in tablet.
Of course you can. Everyone does.
Oh, Mira.
My knightly craft is winged in white, a dragon of night, dark sea. Swim-borne, dream-bound, and rudderless, where captain and crew are we. I sail 100 sleeping tides, where no seaman's ever been, and only my white-winged craft and I know the marvels we have seen. My knightly craft is rigged in white, a dragon of night, dark sea. Slip-borne, dream-bound, and rudderless, her captain and crew are we.
Do you perhaps know this one? A glowing dragon bursts into the sky.
Soars down to meet the ground. His fascinating color catching eye to whirl and glance around. Delicate, fragile-looking wings to fly him far and free. He bends his head.
And my heart sings. Can he be looking at me?
Can he be looking at me?
Don't stop singing now, Melody. It's such a lovely tune. It's new, isn't it?
That's because it's Meneley's own song, isn't it, Meneley? Now come, girl. Don't you want to sing your own song?
I can't anymore. My hand is hurt.
There's nothing for you to fear now, child, for you or your rare gift of music.
I can never play again.
You will play again once your hand is healed, and furthermore, you'll be allowed to play.
How do you know that song? I mean,
That song came to me from Half Circle Seahold, where the new harper found it there amongst other songs that we know to be written by Petterin's lost apprentice. We have been searching for this young apprentice ever since we've heard his songs. We've been playing them all over Pern looking for him. And I think we have found him, haven't we, Meneley?
My song is good? You really like it?
Very much indeed.
You're a harper?
This is Master Harper Robinson.
The master harper of Bern?
Who has been looking for an apprentice with a gift in music, which said apprentice would be most welcome in Harbor Hall, in spite of the fact that she is not a boy, but a girl. On one condition, that she never stops composing songs. Will you come with me to Harbor Hall, apprentice Menelly?
Yes, oh yes.
We can go tonight, of course, after we first converse with your parents. And after I have heard your latest song, Oh Beauty, can you start us off from the top?
Different calls from different lands, many hearts and many hands, singers one in harmony. Sure as the tides upon the sea.
they come. Good job, anyway. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. Thanks for bringing everything. Thank you. Good job, everybody. It's awesome. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate you coming.
My family totally loves me. April Fools!
Thanks for coming.
I have so many friends.
Thank you. Thanks for your support.
April Fools! I don't.
Somebody's there. Hello. Thank you for coming. Why?